Kind of dark here. We can only see your outline. But
yeah.
What do you think is the appeal of the incelcore music?
I think the appeal of the music, we have a large audience here. It's really, we're bringing people together. We're cutting against the grain of like modern music that sucks and is shitty. And so I think that's what's really bringing us all together, right?
Yeah.
And you got a crowd of people that are, you got some people of different color. You got people that are white, but it doesn't matter. You also got some women in here.
Right.
And the idea of incels like being completely, if you said the crowd of people here were like incels, I think the women here would have a bit of a hard time, right?
Right.
But they're getting along.
Yeah.
And shit, you even had Jezebel perform. She's a woman.
Yeah, I just found that out myself.
So really, I think the community, we're all brought together, put simply by the fact that it's just simple, just counterculture, not the counterculture that we hear on like radio or whatever. This is real counterculture.
Genuine counterculture. Genuine. Well, I'm old enough. I'm older than you, and I remember when punk was actually shocking, and where they actually they weren't afraid to go there. And they were offensive and unintentionally, and it's just like now the mainstream, the kind of people who call themselves punk or whatever,
they follow in with the mainstream like party line. Yeah, simply. But that's just
they're all Biden voters,
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, with regards to the music, none of it's been particularly shocking or whatever. I'd say it's like, this is stuff that if you like, I'd say if it's like someone mainstream released it, people love it. People eat it up. Of course, we have that label where people think like the media is trying to do this now. They're trying to label incels as danger.
Yes.
Joe Biden wants to. I'm sure he's going to declare, incels as a domestic terror threat. Does this look like a domestic terror threat to you?
Just looks like a rowdy bunch of bunch of young people.
Yeah, you got a rowdy bunch of young people moshing and shit.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the furthest thing from a domestic terror threat ever.
Yeah.
So we're just here trying to have a good time and enjoy each other's company. Because some of us, we've met from the internet, like Discord. Yeah. And Twitter. Like some of my Twitter mutuals are here, some of my Discord buddies are here that I've talked to. Yeah. And it's just great to see them and enjoy this time with them as well.
Yeah. So it's actually, a stroke of good luck that what happened to the venue happened because I wasn't going to be able to get in.
Yeah.
I live close by and I wanted to take in this event, but they all sold out. So I was going to try to finagle my way in. Yep. Say could I get a press pass or something? I didn't think that was going to work, but since Antifa called in, like it intimidated the owners of the club. Yeah. Y'all relocated here. Yep. And it's going great.
It was my buddy. Zarill's idea to actually relocate here.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he said, oh, we should relocate to a park or something. Like, we should go to a park. And Raven's like, sure. Like, we all reorganized and we just performed acoustically. Yeah. It would have been, honestly, if the Antifa thing didn't happen, this show would be nuts. Yeah. But I think in a way it's good that it happened in this bigger area because the venue is small.
And people have the performers have adapted very well to like the acoustic setting.
Of course.
When it's punk music with with a backbeat and everything, but they've done. I was just telling you before a few minutes ago. I've just been really impressed with all the performances, and I'm not just saying that. It's been very impressive. So
of course, and there's some people like Bad Takes Only, the guy who first started off the show. All of his music is strictly acoustic. Okay, it's still very good. I'm sure he'll eventually move on to songs with like a guitar and a drum beat, but his work is primarily acoustic, and it's all great. Yeah. And even still, all the artists playing their songs acoustically, it's just gone so fantastically. Right.
I mean, there was a time when all of punk was like this. Like
really?
Well, I mean, if you look back at, you ever seen the movie The Fall of Western Civilization, Part 1? There's a band in it called Fear. They're calling they're playing a show in San Francisco. They're calling the audience faggots and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that was like more normal. And even like I know the Dead Kennedys are leftists, but they were still kind of willing to shock and and do stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the way, it just got I don't know what the word is.
It became like controlled,
pussified.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think what's interesting to me is like I think if the media picks up on this and they do a little story and they try to like brand us off negatively, which if they do, obviously they will brand us negatively. I think music in a culture really it's important. You know, music is energy. Music's a message. It's a mode of communication, right?
Yep.
And so this sort of music to the eyes of like lefties would be dangerous or whatever. It's like it's material that you're not supposed to consume.
Yes.
And you'll be shamed for wrong thinking, wrong listening. When you're supposed to good think and good listen to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and approved cutting the grain.
Right.
You know?
The LGBT stuff.
Yeah, approved programming. This does not fall in line with the party's programming.
Right. Absolutely. So, well, thanks for talking to me.
Of course. I'm a bit of a shyer person. I'm trying to work on that, but I like giving my 2 cents on things when I can. And this is, I mean, I have a lot to say about this. This is fucking great.
No, it's a breath of fresh air. I can say that even as an older person, maybe especially as somebody who's older, it's a breath of fresh air to see this kind of thing happening. And it's kind of happening. It must be happening spontaneously in a way, because it's certainly. This is not something that's been like astroturfed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think.
This is the event was literally this is probably the truest grassroots event I've seen.
Yeah.
Because when the show was, had to like canceled by the fucking Antifa people.
Right.
You know, we moved to a park and said we're not going to let these fuckers bully us. We're going to continue. The show must go on.
The show must go on. And a couple of them came and tried to play loud music, and I don't know if you were here for that.
No, I was there for that. I saw them.
So I filmed that, and I got it. It's already on YouTube. So
yeah, they're trying to heckle, and they're obviously, if anyone tries to heckle, they're going to be fucking escorted out.
I saw that earlier.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's funny because like when you see like that's the enemy right there. They wanted to be all loud and proud, and they hid their faces because they're cowards.
Yeah.
They're
Because of COVID.
Yeah, oh, of course.
Or it's also the virtue signaling, like I'm wearing a mask because I'm a good person.
Yeah, so they were quickly escorted out because they realized they couldn't cause any damage.
Yeah, well, they left. I think they were just intimidated.
Of course.
Not by violence, but just because
there's so many of us here.
Yeah.
See, you don't go, like, as a right-winger, you don't go to, like, an Antifa thing expecting to come out okay. As a left-winger, you don't go to this and expect to be tolerated if you're going to heckle.
Yeah.
Right. This isn't a political thing.
No.
But if they're going to try to...
Yeah, they're going to try and ruin it. Yeah, that's really about it.
Before Frank got here?
Yeah, Frank fucking took care of him immediately. You got Eggy as well.
Oh, they both did?
Well, no, Frank just took him out immediately, but,